Welcome back once again, my friends. Hambbage here, and delighted that you guys chose to spend the next few minutes with me hanging out, seeing how our Double Trouble Mob Farm comes together. We were so close, and it's kind of one of those life lessons. Oh, hey, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Wow. I didn't really fully articulate all that, did I? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. XP sounds a little hard. Espialidocious. I don't know. Well, that's my take. So, what do we got going on here? Well, we've got a problem, as you guys may have guessed from the end of the last episode. All we got to do is turn back on our water flow by removing the horde of zombies here, and we'll be all set. The problem is we don't have a really good way to get through them. There's just too many jammed up. And when you find yourself in that kind of situation, you decide pretty quickly that it's a good thing if you are in an area where you have a bucket in hand ready to go. And potential lava lake. So that is... You know what? There's lava at the end of the original hallway. Let's just go get that. Be way quicker than trying to get down to that stuff. So yeah, aside from having made a total mess of our area and a bunch of noise. Oh, speaking of noise, the lawnmowers are here. They can drown out the zombies for us. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't see that they had pulled up the trailer for those guys yet. All right, let's get a couple of these. Now, okay. So now, how did he get... That doesn't matter. Well, there's the water. No, can't do that yet. Will this get us through? Did I never finish that whole hallway? Okay. Let's try this again. Bye-bye, fellas. Thanks for being our guinea pigs. Oh, no. Guys, got a problem. Do I still have a sign back here? They always get a little bit duct tape and baling wire at the end. All right, so ow. This is for your own good, sir. Honestly, I think the best possible is to there we go. Alright, now before I do something really stupid, let's see. That would certainly... Whoa! Certainly appear to be getting the job done. Bye. No. We need a few more of you guys up here. One at a time, they kind of get stuck like that. Now, are they getting stuck over here, too? Not too bad. Let's go ahead and get that done. Seal all this back up. If they go one at a time like that, they're going to hang on the edge. Well, he didn't. I think we used lava to good effect. A little tidying up here. I'd like to see some bigger groups go through that hole. So I know they're pushing each other down and we don't have any backups, really. Hope we don't have to come back in here and dig all this out again. Maybe I should have used dirt, but we really don't have any close at hand. Alright. Okay. Let's go unload a bunch of this stuff again. Keep our lava buckets handy. I think the wood we were going to bring down. Chests for sure. Those can get combined. Bring a bit of that. Let's go ahead and cook some more here. And we might as well keep that full. I think we got plenty of room there, but whatever. Okay. Any other issues up here other than light? I don't think so. So now, hopefully, we've got skeletons and zombies waiting for us down here. Oh, look at all you guys. You look so happy. And there we had it, a level at the top. Some various power 2 bow doesn't help us too much. We'd need to be at 3 or higher. I think you can get 3s just from a drop, but none of that is too critical. So our next deal, we'll see how. That probably is not going to fill up too much because we're not spawning when we're down here. Other than just random chance. Let's do our kind of usual pattern in the corners here. A little bit of extra light. Oh, we'll need to fix all that. Here and here. There. Wow. I can get rid of these torches. Let's start by taking this up. No, you know what? For a moment at least, let's go back. I was so excited to get back into this. So we're at 17 minutes just turned over. This time, let's do the first improvement along here. So a little slower return trip, but the benefit of being able to jump a little bit should speed us up back and forth. Eventually, this is going to become a full 5-section. We'll connect the next torch line over and bring both of these all the way back to the basement, so we have just a wide avenue, because this one will probably want to come and hang out at every so often. Let's try to remember that that's there, so that could be good. I was just thinking here as we're plodding our way along. One thing we may want to do is set up a new blast furnace area back over here. The ones that we have at the base they're convenient because they're right there, right? But if we, once we get to the point where we're still touching up a bunch of ores, bringing them back, and ending up with Fortune 3 amounts of copper and iron, we're going to turn those things over so fast that, or have so many to cook, that would be a good thing that could be happening while we stand waiting for mobs to spawn. Maximize our efficiency. Again, same kind of deal. So, as I do think about it and wonder, what are we going to do with all the time? This is not an AFK, this is a Let's Play where everything we do is here in YouTube for you guys to go back and see. So if you ever have a question, hey, how did that get set up? Or, where did that come from? Where do you get the materials to do all that? It's all right here. You guys can come back at your convenience and check out all the various things we do. I know, this is a tedious haul. That's why I hadn't done it on all those other ones, but we'll get a little bit of speed advantage back going the other way. Or, going on all our future trips back and forth. And so when we get back, we'll try to do the much awaited adventuring trip for sheep. See what we can gather up in terms of wool. Well, there's the end of that. Might as well get those last couple. So far from complete, and lots of deep slate to get back through, but that's some progress, and we'll accelerate us around when we can start doing the jumpy sprint run. Okay. You guys load up. I'll want to bring those back, but let's store for now. I haven't had a good night's sleep in a long time either. Maybe that's something to do. Oh, why I didn't feel a need to put that away. So, sleep, clear out any potential phantoms before we go out to sheep. Zombie flesh, redstone, spare bucket. Very nice to have all that actually working for a change. Oops. Or for a change now. I guess it's not much of a change. We just got it set up. We'll want to repack here when we do come back. Go ahead and make all those. Dirt away. Iron back away. Grab the shears. Don't need the sticks. Alright, let's go see the sheep that we do have. Wow. As we do, we might as well. Grab up some sugar. So we talked about doing a run for cows, and I don't think we're going to do that here. I really only get one sheep out of all that? I thought we had way more sheep. What's going on? Something come in and eat my sheep? I guess they're just all up on the hill here. So I think for the moment at least, we're just going to do white again. Definitely would like to decorate that up if we find we're going back to use it on any regular basis. But right now, I don't want to waste time chasing around for more dye, all that kind of stuff. So next up on this quick little adventure is seeing what aligns with the top of our. We know there's some pigs out in the distance. Again, we're getting closer out here to having farms and things set up. Still got lots of work to do, but this was a well-needed sidetrack. Well worth it sidetrack. So 18, 17, 22, 38. And looking for sheep. Sheep. Thank you, sir. Ma'am. That's a random torch. What do we put that out there for? That may have been in that desperate night. We didn't have a bed, which, by the way, we could be replicating. Yeah, here was the cave we were in. Ooh. Pigs. You think these are the pigs? Yeah, those pigs on the other side of this little pond. Did go a good little ways to out here. Thought I saw there's a black sheep. Pumpkins. Maybe these are our pigoos. We will take out cows when they're this convenient. Hey! Hey! So hard with the stupid coordinates. Should just put them away. Ooh. That's interesting. Wandering trader. Don't have any emeralds, of course, so he'll have awesome stuff. Pigs. That's maybe where the pigs are getting down low enough for us to hear them so clearly. Fern. I think that's critical, and we now have leads from the one slime. So, yeah, fortunately, I mean, stinks, but if it was a moss, I'd suddenly be going, yeah, we need to run back and then back again. 22:38, so here-ish. Which really makes no big surprise, right? He's hanging out, probably because he spawned up in all the time that we were hanging out down there. Oh, we had it. 22:38? No, this way. I don't have any stone. Are you? There we go. Alright. Well, that was fun. Now let's... There's some more sheep. Try to focus up here and get very woolly. Oh, cows too. Hi. You don't meet that same fate. Lucky you. You, on the other hand, there's some more sheep. Oh, sheep paradise out here. Abhorrent crimes against nature birches. Ducks, chickens. There's the one sheep out there. Oh, there's some more sheep. Let's zigzag our way back now. The only real bit of significance here would be if we could have a village right here where we could do natural raids. Oh man, remember that disaster of a raid? We don't have that again. It's got some outbuildings, but I don't immediately see any villages around it. I don't really want to go deal with them. Just kind of not going to help us get our farm built, and that's what we're really looking to do here. So what do we have? 29 double that, so almost 60 pieces of carpet. I think that would be enough. But we'll hit every sheep we can come across on our way back. A new kicking sound? I'm used to the more kind of arm-pulling rowboat type whoosh, whoosh, but it sounded like we had a little bump, 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 bump. The kind of dog paddle kick. And now here's where it can get exciting. Who knows? Maybe we'll draw a parade of creepers back and get some more unintended creeper games out of this. Beautiful night. This constitutes being stupid. Just so you know. I'm calling it now. Don't go chasing the single sheep. Especially when he throws the wool away. There's all of our future natural pumpkin grove. Now, as long as we don't fall in a cave mouth or something, we did pretty well. I don't see a creeper immediately. Oh, there's one. You're creepy. Hey. Oh. He's getting pinballed all over the place. I haven't really talked about it because I don't know how seriously to take it, but I've heard some chatter that there's like a new mobs don't spawn except at light level 0. So like, it has to be full dark. And I just gotta say, man, that would be such a shame particularly for hardcore, but really, just for the game itself. That's not what survival Minecraft is all about. You're supposed to have nights that are full of terror, and we're not at, if you look here, we're at, oh, oops. See, that was a big mess. You're supposed to have mobs popping up in caves and stuff like that if you don't have sufficient torches. It just, to me, it seems like it would definitely soften up the game to a whole new level. You've got peaceful mode. If you don't want to have mobs, go peaceful. That you don't need to just turn them off to the extent where nobody ever sees one, and it becomes this like, oh my gosh, did you see a mob? And for content creators, I get it. That makes that surprise death clip so much more, oh yeah, and they can do the same big builds that everybody's, going to be getting sick of about the time this supposed change would, soak in, take effect. Then all of a sudden people would be getting bored at that point. Be like, actually, we're a little tired of it. And, in the long run, the people that play the game for a little bit of challenge and are trying to get better at hardcore and stuff like that, those people are going to be the ones that are going to be like, why, why would I want to bother? It's just once you get even slightly geared up, there's no reason not to work every night through the night and all that kind of stuff. Sleeping is no big deal, and again, you can sleep or not as you choose to, but that's kind of the point. If there's no reason to sleep ever, then you've just eliminated a huge part of what the game had been. So my initial knee jerk reaction is that would be a real shame if. Oh, I didn't realize we had 3 instead of 2 out of those. Okay, we've got carpets. Now we were gonna grab up, I think, all the stone. I think I'd like to do something with some of the deep slate, but I don't know what that would be. Let's set up to bring some furnaces back there. Kind of rather have them and not need them than not have them at all. Now I don't have any cobble. That's gravel. I don't know why I keep getting those two confused. So yeah, I'd kind of held off on even mentioning that because I don't know how much credibility there is, and it's another thing about the experimental builds and snapshots and things like that. A lot of times they'll make the experimental side kind of squishy, for lack of a better word, in advance, so that the people that are really doing the testing, the people that, early access and pre-release and snapshots are really, the developers are really making those for, can do their, can get out there and test mechanics and all that in survival and all that without it being quite so intense. And that would be my hope, is that as it gets closer to release, they kind of temper that back a little bit, but you never know. And there have been a lot of other changes along the way that I've thought of on first sound and said, man, that's gonna totally wreck the game. And in the end, they end up being fine with it. So, or I end up being fine with it. So, don't take it as a huge knee jerk. Oh man, the game's wrecked. Hype, hype, hype. Check my Twitter for my rage. Not trying to be like that at all. It's concerning though. I think it would be a real shame if, other than just for visibility, there's no need whatsoever for light. It's been such a part of mechanics and everything that long term it would be, I think, a shame, if they just dummied that up and took out that whole element. And again, I get it. A lot of content creators right now are in the big farm, big builds, all that kind of stuff. And hey, more power to them. But proportionally, how many people are actually making those in survival? There's so many builders that just use creative type mode and go there. Or as I kind of like to rag on the reality of the situation, a lot of those, will do time lapses or whatever, but then they have a mod that has all the content available to them, all that kind of stuff. So they aren't actually playing in a survival hardcore type mode. And if you want that environment, I think there's enough allowance made for making big builds with low lighting levels where you don't have to worry about mobs, that you don't need to take that away from the people that enjoy potentially losing a hardcore world to a mob where you haven't done adequate lighting. All that, if they wanted to tweak it a little bit and make it not such deep light levels, I could see that, where down to like a level 4 or something like that would make it so you could have more dimly lit rooms, interior spaces and stuff, and not have to worry about it. But just taking out light altogether, that seems like a hand grenade solution to a pea shooter problem. Let's be a little more specific. So anyway, that's my thoughts and my rant. If that's even a deal, again, I've just heard it being discussed in other channels. Could just totally be a content. Remember, we got a cool little cave up there when we're looking for stuff to do. So first up on our to-do list is to go upstairs, carpet, and then untorch the observation area, so we can have all the spawners as dark as possible. So we'll go do that, because right now, nothing. And again, these farms have different spawning rules than the darkroom spawner. And the darkroom spawner, if we were standing down at the killer level, it's pretty killer, mobs would be spawning up here, and we can just sit there and while away and do it. Here, not so much. We've got to be within that 16 block radius to have any mobs forming based on those spawners. So yeah, to whatever extent that these function as darkroom spawners, you can get mobs, but you won't get any of them coming out of the actual spawners themselves. Oh boy, well, that was it. And lots of wool needed. And we're getting pretty significant bleed-in light. And this is again part of the challenge. So that's a light level 7. I think 8. Why do I keep losing the light? 9. Okay. Oh! Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. That should help. Alright. Now, how many other things? It's amazing how many times you like turn around and look at stuff and think you got everything. And just not be quite there. Alright, so we should improve. Skelly should be pretty good now. Their light is going to be already pretty good. I mean, we're up to 4, but already 0s here. So that just goes to show the kind of the change that could come about. But again, we're going to be spawning more quickly up here already as a result of all that. Now we'll just use this dump chest again, clear out what stuff we know we won't need. We got our... We don't have any... Did I take... I took the wood back and I come out... Oh, there's 6 more. We'll want these. Didn't put any wood in there. 11. Okay, good. So, a lot darker. Now you can see a lot of this goes up to zeros. Before, I think that was like at a 4. So just pulling that back around helps keep all this darker, and this carpet should keep us safe from anything spawning and coming down the ladders on our head. All right, all good. Now we can see how much was produced in that time. Got a pretty good cluster there. Very loud. And I know this should be an iron sword activity, but should have got the screenshot. Darn it. So we got a little bit there. And some good stuff there. Potato. Alright. Now, let's do... This is kind of just a juggling act. I can't believe I didn't bring any of that wood. So sadly, out of all this, no real chance for gunpowder to speak of. We're gonna get lots of bones, hopefully. Way too much zombie flesh, and hopefully some goodies along the way. In terms of armors and bows and all that kind of stuff. But lots of arrows, lots of... Basically what we want are all the skelly farm drops. And then from the zombies, we'll just get XP primarily. Really all I'm looking at out of them. Oh, man. I totally goofed. Oh, I guess what I didn't do was fill the furnace upstairs for more stone. Again, just clean and kind of monochrome is what we're going for here, not highly stylized yet. For one thing, we don't have a lot of materials and stuff to really play around with getting cosmetic-y yet. But also, it's a mob farm. You know, this isn't the place you're bringing your dinner guests to come check out how nice your house looks. This is the little cupboard where the furnace and the water heater live that you store all the old like tools and extra carpet swatches that you used when you were redecorating, all that kind of stuff. The spare baseboards and things that you had extra of, and you went ahead and painted anyway, just so they'd all match. But in case one ever gets scuffed or mixed, you can just put it in, and you don't have to use a closet or anything for that. So there it goes. The reason why this became such a deal, I was trying to get down so I could start placing chests and dump off my inventory into it. But I forgot if we dig it all out, we can't really do the ceiling. So I think we'll kind of try to keep the outer edge here. But if I can get this corner, then we can dig out everything else, put in those first chests, set up our store, set up just dump storage, really. Okay, I think we've got good enough reach to accommodate all the rest of that. Did we reveal any more blocks that need to be redone here? I don't think so. Eventually we'll have to go around the outside of this to light up and knock down this, whoa, that missed everything. Take care of this noise pollution we got. So I thought of doing deep slate as the floor, but if we're right at bedrock level, if we end up there, oh, now this is, that's one to look out for. Let's leave that for now, because we don't have the half slabs on that corner. Okay, so I guess we'll be set up enough, so we can do a floor. Good. Kind of forgot where we'd left that off. Because we could double up the carpet and just kind of, try to replicate as best as possible the dark spawning observation area. But better to give this its own little bit of a look. Alright, of course, that torch is already blocked. These need to get cleared out. Ooh, at least I don't think they're going to come back and do the hedges again. The bushes, shrubs, whatever they are. Not really a hedge, they're just, around the bottom of the building. Got some bushes and things. That was the trimmer sound the last time that the crew was around. And I was recording, at least. Alrighty. Now, let's trade these out. Such a waste. Now, how about if we do... those will probably need to switch. We don't have any slabs, we don't have any boxes to do anything with them. So unlike my darkroom spawner, where usually I go end on and try to make these as visible as possible, here I think we'll just kind of set them in face on and make them more visible. And we don't need, this isn't our main storage, right? This is just another little space. There's something up there, and I have a feeling I'm trolling myself, but we may switch these out for deep slate as well. So just for sanity's sake, as much as anything, let's dump a bunch of stuff. Let's put just one chest here that can have extra building supplies. They aren't, this isn't like loot or junk. It's just stuff we haven't used yet. Put in a couple of these extra. There. Alright, that's a little better. Now we can pick up some of this. I don't know how much of this is already despawned. Looks like most of it. Alright, so we'll try to, of course, all this is going to be elevated. Try to finish out the ceiling at least, and maybe the rest of the room. I'd like to make this into a 3-wide walkway and then start the stairs kind of, they don't have to go all the way back, but start them coming down from that side so that the whole room is open and a consistent level. And now I realize I don't have any idea how long we've been going. We're in an hour. Guess what? We're not going to finish the ceiling because I'm going to keep this one right on our deal. Oh, we haven't put ourselves in the shot in a while. Jeez. All right. Get on out of here. Get a thanks screen up for you guys. I say it every time, and I do it because I think it's important. Thank you guys so much for taking your time to come and visit, and hopefully enjoy the content. We got a working double mob spawner. We have darkened the observation room at least quite a bit. It's not perfectly dark in the observation, but the light there is already spilling light, so it's not spilling into the chambers too much. So when we get up there, we're gonna produce mobs pretty quick. Still on the to-do list, hollow out this room where we've got our kill chamber and some storage, just enough room to move around and work in there. Then we'll go upstairs, and I'm thinking that to the east of where the two dark chambers are, kind of back behind that hallway, we'll clear out some of those tunnels and put our we can make the hoppers and everything, make a feeder system for the two blast furnaces so that we can actually make those work correctly. Have coal to the sides, have ore up above and output down below, and let them run while we're there working the farm. So that's kind of the next plan. Get this part all finished up and done, and then in future episodes we'll turn back to the farming. We've got a couple pieces of leather, but as you saw, I think we're up to like 7 now, and already had some. So not a ton. It'll be good to get the cows being bred on site here, and can just accelerate all that. Then we'll be enchanting and on our way. Lots of good fun, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you really have the same good luck to find multiple spawners in your own worlds and can link them up. But I think this is going to be a pretty powerful tool for us in terms of getting levels and things to enchant, all that. So that's where we'll go from here. But you guys take care. Do take a break. I know I'm going to, and maybe enjoy it a little more than the last one when the farm was broken and we had to fix it. But got that done. Big win. So take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Go out and see the world a little bit, and we'll see you back here for the next one whenever you're ready. Till then, take care.